YouTube page, Zechariah 1:15. Zechariah 1:15, and then Obadiah. Eli. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, the GMS Louisiana Saints of the Lafayette branch. We're back at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, we can give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, give honors to our elders and apostles, the very millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that's doing this truth and sincerity. All right, to the word, to the four corners of the world, to the four corners of the world. All right, peace and safety as well to the people and the children of the hopeful elect. All right, in today's lesson, we're going into, the heathens. We're going to get, the heathens are basically going to go into slavery, man. All right, they're going to get the curses that fell upon Israel. All right, are basically going to fall upon the heathen, man. All right, and our curses are going to be lifted, and we're going to get blessings, and they're going to get cursed. All right.
The heathens going to slavery is the earth being put back in its proper order. With the heathens being in subjection to the nation of Israel, that's how the earth is going to yield its fruit at its maximum capacity. That's how you're going to be able to enjoy the creations that the Lord, created, man. It's when the heathens are in captivity and they have no say-so. So them going into captivity, the heathens going into slavery, that is a must.
This is Zechariah 1:15, the NLT. But I am very angry with the other nations. That are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions.
That's right. So read it one more time. That's a beautiful.
Zechariah 1:15 in the NLT. But I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security.
That's right. So the other nations, they're enjoying this peace. They're enjoying keeping the Israelites down. All right. They enjoy keeping us oppressed. All right, and having their foot on our necks, man. All right, because what they benefit from it, man. All right, all their traditions and different things like that our people flock to and celebrate. That's bringing money into their pockets, man. All right, whether it be whether it be them joining their religions, all right, whether it be them celebrating their customs, Christmas, Halloween, Easter, all these little traditions, man. Jake is the main consumers in all of these things, man. All right, so what? They're joyous, man, because they're living deliciously off the backs of the Israelites, man. You got that?
It says, I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions.
That's right, man. So the Lord was a little angry with us, man, because what? We transgressed against him, man. All right, but what? The heathen took advantage of that situation and continued to have us in slavery, man. All right, predominantly Esau, Edom, man. All right, way beyond past our time, man. All right, so therefore, what? He has to pay, man. All right.
And like it says, the heathen, it said they inflicted forfeit. Read the ending part of it, brother Salah.
It says, I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions.
All right, man. You see, they inflicted harm far beyond the intentions of the Lord. Like taking the Gadite woman, turning her upside down, cutting her baby out, and feeding it to alligators to make alligator belts and boots, castrating the man, taking the man and bringing him in front of the whole, everybody, like his family, and buck breaking the man. Having Esau Edom, he would go around different plantations, raping the biggest Judite man. All right, that's far beyond the measures of the Lord, because the Lord don't condone in sodomy. You know,
Yeah,
he don't condone in these things. But for Esau Edom to do it, he went beyond the measures. See,
yeah.
that's why the
I
Lord is
got
going
one.
to judge him the way he's going to judge him. I had one, but you go ahead, bring it out, man.
It's, speaking of Esau Edom, it's Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
That's right, man. So Esau, he forced the sword on Israel, man. All right, both Judah and Israel, man. All right, northern and southern tribes, man. All right, because contrary to popular belief, the northern tribe, came here first, and they were put on ships first, man. And then later came on, the southern tribes, man. All
Ooh,
right, they got put into slavery as
my
well.
goodness.
All right,
Let me read this in the NLT. All right?
all right.
Ezekiel 35:5. Your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them. So, like it said in Zechariah 1:15, you went far past the Lord's intentions for us, man. All right, it says, when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. So, when the Lord had already punished us, you came and you threw an extra cup of affliction on us.
Yeah.
All right, you came and you forced the sword on us. Like the brother went into some details. All right, about just your bloody history, Esau. You have a very, very bloody history along with these other nations. Our dealings with you, Moab, Ammon, all right, Japheth. It hasn't been peaceable. All right, that's why I list you in Psalms the 83rd chapter. All right, as those that came in tumult against us to cut us off from being a nation, man. You're all joined together with Esau, so you're going to get that affliction as well as Esau is, man. But Esau's going to get it more. But at least these other nations, they're going to come back and they're going to be able to observe the laws and be in order. But Esau, we're going to cut off the son and nephew after that 1,000-year period, man. So the Lord has a specific, tailored punishment for you, man. You got it, brother.
Him, cut off the son and nephew of him that pisseth upon the wall.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, listen, you're the only nation on the planet Earth that is not granted any type of mercy. All right, you're gonna serve out your 1,000 years of captivity, of hardcore slavery, of building back the kingdom, right? And then you're gonna be rounded up together, and then you're gonna be eradicated off the face of the earth, man. But I had a precept for you, brother.
I got one.
All right, this is Lamentations 2:15. It says, "All that pass by clap their hands at thee, and hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it." See?
Right. So after you then indoctrinated us, polluted us and tainted us with your philosophies and doctrines, then you look at us and say, how could this possibly be the people of the Lord, man? Look how destroyed they are. Look how of a wild beast they are, man. Killing each other, selling drugs, committing adultery. You know,
Yeah.
you made up these conditions for our people, and then point the finger at them and say these people can't possibly be of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know.
You've extorted us for our intellectual property. Any idea that Jake comes up with, the scriptures tell you that Jacob is the form of all things. So any idea, all right, any invention that these so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes come up with, these other nations, they extort you for it. They take it and they make it as theirs, man. All right, this is the word Edom in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It says Edom. You go to the last paragraph on page 142. The last paragraph on the Edom, it says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
Great future judgments.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You got it, brother.
So yeah, man. Esau. Oh no, somebody. Go ahead, brother.
You want to speak on it?
That's right. So Esau, you're not gonna receive any type of mercy from the Lord, man, for the violence that you have shown our brother Jacob. You know, when we came out of the land of Egypt, you was the first nation to come after us with the sword, man. You know, you tried to put us to you tried to knock us off from being the nation, and you still trying to do that, man. The proof is in the pudding. When they had the jump shot come out, y'all was on the screen, and the regime is pushed through. You know, these devils, the Negroes and the Native Americans. They got to get the jump shot. We urge them to get the jump shot. They really need to get it. Why is that? Why is that? You know, you the devils. You the ones that can't stand out in the sun too damn long.
Right. Yeah.
You know, why is that we the ones that got to get it, man?
Yeah. If anybody needs some type of potion in them to help them get well, it would be you Edomites.
Shit, because everything that
Y'all
they
the
have
weakest.
about everything they have about them, that they think, because people think that blonde hair is something, you know, royal, and blue eyes is something royal. Everything that is all, you know, defects. You
That's a
see,
curse, man.
it's a curse to look like you. You know, so yeah, you need the jump shot for sure.
Can I say this?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, because the scriptures say what? That one shall be stronger than the other. That's not only physically, but within our biological makeup, we are stronger than you, man. All
Yeah.
right, like the brother was saying, like we can endure going out there in the sun. All right, we can endure being sick and all, pretty much all the things that you've done, all the chemtrails and the different things that you've done to us as a nation. You know, basically, if this was done to any other nation, they wouldn't have survived, man. All right, not the not only the main fact is that the Lord is behind us and His promise, but just overall, man, we are a stronger people. We're a stronger nation than anybody, man. All right.
And see, the scriptures liken us to gods, gods.
Yeah.
See, but we're gods to the other nations. You see, and if we're gods to the other nations, it's hard to destroy a god. You see, and we are at our lowest vibration that we've ever been at, man. We're at our lowest vibration, and we still better than you. You got it, bro.
Oh, and I got one right here. This is Psalms 83 and 2. It says, "For lo, the enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and counsel against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the nation of Israel may be no more in remembrance." So these nations all have gotten together, all right, and basically came to a conclusion of coming up against us, man, as a people, destroy us as a people, man. You know, even with the curses on us, man, you can see how much of our people can flourish, you know, with us joining in unity, man. That's what makes the curses so beautiful, because the Lord, because He perfectly knew how to, keep us down, man. You know. So what I'm trying to say is this: is that even though we had the curses on us, man, you can see the way we work together, man. You know, like Black Wall Street, man. You have Rosewood. You have these different places where black businesses flourish, man. But they don't want to see that though.
That's
You
the
know?
biggest threat. That's the biggest threat for educated so-called black men.
Yeah.
That's the biggest threat, man. As long as we talking about popping pills and goddamn, you know, doing some degenerate stuff, man, smoking weed and whatnot, man, they cool with that, man. They cool with that. But the moment we talking about, you know, we the Israelites, here come vocab. You're not an Israelite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got one. It's Psalms 82 and 6. I have said ye are gods,
Mm-hmm.
and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Because we're angels, man. We're angels just in these corruptible bodies, man. These chains of darkness. Don't get it twisted. It tells you in 1 Corinthians 6 and 3. It says, "Know ye not that the saints shall judge the world, that we shall judge angels?" So we're gonna go from being beat down, talked about, being looked at funny, to judging the whole entire earth, man. Judging these heathen nations, putting them in subjection and putting them in slavery, man. All right? Because the shoe is gonna go onto the other foot, man. Meaning what? that yoke of iron that's on our necks, Yahushua is going to come and take that off of us and put it on the necks of our enemies. I got a quick one out.
Yeah, I still got a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Khan, this is back in Psalms 83 and 6 because it goes into the nations. Okay, this says the tabernacle of Edom. Notice how Edom is the very first head, the very first name that they mention, man, because those are the people who are going to have us in captivity at last. It says the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Higgonites, the Ammon and Amalek, the Palestinians, and the inhabitants of Tyre. So basically, the Moabite, the Asians, the Arabs, the East Indians, all these people are our enemies, man. All right, and all these people had a say so in on how to continue to keep us down as a nation, man. That's what all these these G2 summits, these EU meetings all be about, man. The destruction of Israel, man, and how to further have us in captivity, man. And the ultimate way to have us in captivity is that by ultimately getting that sea hip, man. You know, that's gonna be the ultimate form of slavery, man, of control over the Israelites.
And what they doing, they have this whole the top regime in the top objective in the Biden's regime is too much truth coming out, man. Okay, there's too much truth coming out on the TikTok, on the YouTube, on the Odyssey, all of that, man. They want to regulate all of that, man. So before they start this other, scamdemic, they want to be able to, they can censor everything. You can't say this and you can't say that, man.
Yeah.
And if you say anything opposing, then okay, you're threatened with, jail time or whatever they got lined up, man. I got a preacher for you. No, this brother still was going on.
I got two quick ones. This is Isaiah 10 and 27. And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. And that yoke,
No, go ahead, you got it.
And that yoke, man, that yoke is all this slavery that we've been having, man. All this persecution that we're under, man. The Lord is going to take that from amongst us, from off of us, and he's going to put it, rightfully so, on the necks of Esau, Moab, Ammon, Japheth, all right, Ham, okay, and so on and so forth. So, and back in our law, even in our law, man, you go to Leviticus, all right, it tells you that what? An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, all right, life for a life, okay? So that's just how it's going to return unto, man. The same thing that has been done unto us is going to be done unto our enemies. But guess what? Y'all going to drink of that cup of slavery double, and it's going to be in righteousness. It's not going to be a do as thou will, okay? The Constitution is the governing body of the land. No, man, it's going to be the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. And you're looking at the earth's next rulers, man, Lord willing, man, from the apostles on down to the least of you. You're looking at the governors, the kings, the princes, the lawgivers, because that's going to start with Yahweh Shai pertaining to Isaiah 9 and 6, man. All right? The Prince of Peace, the government shall be upon his shoulders. And guess what? Guess who's going to inherit that? The elect, man. And guess who's going to come in that steed with the order? We're trying to establish order right now on the planet Earth. With the spiritual, brother. With the spiritual temple that the Lord is building. It starts right now. We got to rule our own houses first before we can say, man, we're going to judge over the nation of Esau or Moab. It starts with us. It's spiritually first. Then it's going to translate into physically. Because we're going to physically put our hands on you devils, man. It will get physical. Like it tells you in Jeremiah, it's going to be fishers, then it's going to be hunters. So we will lay law down, man. And it's going to start with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai going to set that standard of how it's supposed to be done. All right? Taking ass and taking names, however that goes, man. Kicking ass and taking names, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That was it, brother.
Because what in Jeremiah it says, Israel shall be my battle axe, man. When is that going to happen?
Let me get it for you.
Got that Obadiah. That goes right into.
Yeah, I got everything you want.
I'm gonna get that battle axe.
Go ahead.
You want me to get it
Yeah,
first?
yeah, because we
This
gonna key in
Jeremiah
on him.
50 and 20. I'm gonna say I'm gonna start at 19. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
That's right.
For
Go ahead, go ahead.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Right, so you're gonna have slavery in the kingdom. All right, we're gonna air your ass out. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be the Lord's battle axe, man. Lord willing, we get called up on them chariots, man. Or we go to the ceremony. Howard Charlotte, look, man, I want you brothers to go to this region. I want you brothers to go to that region. All right? No mercy. Okay? No mercy. We establish your order, man. And that's what we looking to do. That's what we're looking to be, man. Okay? We want to be governors and rulers, of the earth, man. All right, putting our enemies our enemies in subjection, man. Especially you devils, because you've been living deliciously in America, thinking that this place is never gonna end. All right, walking around with your nose. And we were just talking about how, like, you can be a lawyer, a doctor, real estate agent, a nurse, and be a so-called African American, but you'll have a goddamn Edomite that stayed in the trailer damn near halfway falling away, driving a 91 Chevy, right? Goddamn got children with his sister, and he'll look at you like you ain't nothing but a nigga. That's the pride of these devils. So that's why their fall is gonna be so hard, man. And that battle axe is gonna just chop them down, chop them asunder. Huh? Obadiah?
And that's the reason why that God, like he said it in his music video, he's still a nigga. Rich nigga, old nigga, poor nigga, you still a nigga no matter what, man.
Yeah, still a nigga.
It doesn't matter if you got a degree or not, man.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
in the eyes of this man, you are still a nigga.
Man, these devils, they proud on every level, man. Like the brother said, you have a Edomite, he rolling in a wheelchair, no legs. You be like, what wars you fought in? He tell you all the wars he fought in. But his sense of pride, he's still in that American spirit. Like, man, I'll get down on you.
Yeah.
He ain't got no legs.
He look at you like you ain't shit.
I'll get down on you right now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So the pride of these devils, man, that just goes to show you that the spirit of the Lord placed them over us, man. Because from young and old, they had a video one of the brothers posted where it was like this young little Edomite. He was getting interviewed in the store, and it was like He was like, well, I don't like black people. He was like, why don't you like black people? The interviewer asked him, why don't you like black people? He was like, it's not my fault God told me to say that. But the Most High did tell you to say that because that's the spirit. That's what's in you, Esau. Right. To hate us. Even down to the last minute, you're going to hate us, man. You're going to push that button with those nuclear missiles, man, to try to shoot over here and aim it at the children of Israel, man.
Mm-hmm. Going all the way back to Genesis, man.
I got something after you. I got something after y'all.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. That's a good analogy about the wheelchair with no legs. Shit, you remember the Wild Wild West with Will Smith, and you had Dr. Lovelace. He ain't had no legs.
Yeah.
But he still looked at Will Smith like colored. You know what I'm saying?
Proud as hell, man.
Yup. This is Obadiah. This is Obadiah 1. I'm gonna start at 12, brother. All right. It says, "But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of their distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. thou hast reward shall return. So like thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
That's right, man. So basically, you showed us no mercy at all, man. All right, you left you cut no corners in trying to do anything to try to give us any slack at all, man. You was just a straight full force on us, man.
Rawed us out, man.
Yeah, brought us out for real.
They continue to do it.
Come on, man. How do you
try to come up with different ways?
Yeah, he's a wizard, a warlock.
Man, son.
He meditates on things all day to how to persecute you Israelites, rip your tongues out, castrate you, butt break you, man. That spirit is still on our people today, man. That heavy sodomite spirit, man. It's on Jake today. Look at the music industry. Look what the elder posted last night on WhatsApp. Lil Yachty.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, come on, man. That's despicable, man. Looking at some of you Jakes, man.
Yep.
And what you've become due to slavery, due to Stockholm Syndrome, man. How you've trimmed yourself to get the love of this devil, man.
Yep.
Wearing purses, painting your nails, painting your toes, wearing lace fronts, man, and bundles. I seen a Jake in the store when I was getting y'all brothers that stuff, man.
Yeah.
With a damn lace front on, man. But he buff as hell. Wearing women's weave, man.
You had a beard though? You had a beard?
I ain't even looked that good. It was just, I was disgusted, brother.
I understand.
But I got one more after you. It's in Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh."
Hey, that's one of my favorite scriptures, man. And it hit different whenever you watch Birth of a Nation and he brings out that scripture. Because most Jake, that should go over their head. They don't understand that that's talking about that they're going to be redeemed, man. All right, they're going to be, Esau is going to pay for all the wickedness that he's done to our people, man. All right? But our people don't think like that because what? I love master. I forgive him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's not a king mindset.
Yeah.
The king mindset is, even though we've been put all this hell and transgression on us, we still haven't lost our integrity. We still have that dominant mindset. All right, that king-like mindset, because we say, okay, well, we look at these Edomites, we weigh it according to the scriptures. The scriptures call these Edomites the basest of men. All right, the scriptures call these Israelites the form of all things. All right, the sons of God. So we know, although out this captivity, we haven't lost our rulership mentality. We still want to rule over these devils, man. Yeah. We still want to put them in subjection, man. All right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're still patient enough to wait for it, to know that it's going to be on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's time, man, not our own. Because when Yahushua come and crack those clouds, man, he's not going to be coming to have dinner or have tea with you and just talk it out or go into a peace treaty, man. He's coming to lay down law, man. You got it, brother.
And see, and the reason why we still have the mentality, because the Lord left a few good men.
That's right.
Right? So, but look, I'm going to read this just based off what you said, brother. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck."
Surely thou shalt see his destruction and tread upon his neck, man. And because when it's all said and done, and when we're in the kingdom, all right, like it tells you, I think it's in Peter's, it says light affliction, but for a moment. Was that?
That's in Romans, the 8th chapter, I believe.
Yeah, so this light affliction, but for a moment, it's gonna seem sharp, man. Esau has only been ruling for a couple hundred years, man. All right, so we know the Most High. It tells you that in Peter's, I believe it says 1,000 years is a day to the Most High, man. So we're not on the timing of this society or this world, man. We're operating on the Most High's time. All right. So when we finally get our hands on these devils, all right, it's gonna seem like a short amount of time that they rule, man. And even these days that we're living in now, man, we tell each other all the time, and these weeks are blowing by, these months are blowing by, man. So the Lord is shortening these times for the elect's sake, so we can get that glory over these heathen. The Lord wants us to win, man. The Lord wants us to see, all right, what we've went off on and the lesson that we have to learn ultimately to get that crown, man. The Lord wants us to win, man. Don't get that twisted. You got it, brother.
This is Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their places, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So right, man. So when Yahweh shall come back and he takes over and has those many crowns on his head, all right, what the elect are gonna be with him, and they're gonna be joint heir with him, all right. And in the midst of that, we're gonna go back home, all right, back to our homeland, all right. And the heathen are what? Are gonna be pretty much gonna be in what they call it, paying tributaries, paying taxes, just like we have to pay taxes to Esau. He's gonna be paying taxes. He gonna be working in the fields and doing different things that we want him to do, man. All right, we gotta be putting hell on it, man.
Yep.
All right. It says oppress whose oppressors we were, man. We oppress here now, but when we get in the kingdom, he's gonna be the oppressed, man.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna be oppressing him. The scriptures say that our hearts shall meditate terror, man.
Yep.
All right, so all those things that he done to us on this side, we gotta do times, 2 times worse. All right, in the kingdom, man.
Yep.
All right.
Got a cool. It's Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
That's right. So the Lord gonna put all these curses, man, all the hell that we caught, all right, on this side, but it's gonna be in righteousness, man.
Yeah.
All right, it ain't gonna be in wickedness. All right, it ain't gonna be like y'all used to do, where you used to take a young boy, put a bag over his head, and make him sleep with his mother, man. All right, we ain't gonna be doing that. We ain't gonna be doing no blood breaking. We ain't gonna be doing none of that, man. We're gonna be ruling over you in righteousness, and all everything that we do to you, all right, pertaining to oppressing you and whipping you and handling and dealing with you the correct way is gonna be according to the law, man.
Yep.
All right.
Because we're not gonna have a psychopath that's ruling over us. Man.
Exactly.
This devil is a madman. All right. I got a quick one for you, brother.
All right.
It's Revelation 19:11. It says, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war." And that white horse is representative of Yahushua coming back on that great fathership chariot, man. All right, and it describes him as faithful and true. All right, faithful and true, and Yahushua is going to embody those words, man, because he's going to come through on time. The words that we speak of are true. All right, the testimony of Yahushua, which is the spirit of prophecy, that's true, man. All right, and this is what you quoted earlier, Amaz. It says, verse 12, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
That's right, man. So it says that what on his head was many crowns, man. All right, significant, driving the home point that he's basically going to have dominion and rulership over this whole earth, man. All right, this whole universe, man.
Yeah.
All right, so any present kings that are in rulership,
Russia, China, North Korea,
that's right.
Esau, Edom, the EU, American and European allies, man.
Yeah.
Those are the crowns that Yahushua is going to have, man, coming back.
Yep.
And just imagine a power where he doesn't have to lift up any instrument of war, any sword, and he can defeat you, man. That's who's going to stand on our behalf, man.
But Durst do fight.
But Durst do fight, man. So you're going to have Russia giving it all they have, America giving it all they have, man, against Yahushua and the holy angels, man. And they're going to be utterly beating to powder, man. I perceive nothing, like it says, I perceive nothing but dust and smoke, roughly paraphrasing. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going to be left for these nations. You got it, brother.
I got something. This is just going into what y'all saying. This is Joshua 10, and I'm gonna start at 24. It says, and it came to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel and said unto the captains of the men of war which went with him, come near, put your feet on the neck of these kings, And they came near and put their feet on the neck of them. Joshua said
Can I
unto
say
them,
something now?
go
When
ahead,
you
brother.
put when you put your foot on somebody's neck, you have total control over them.
Mhm.
All right, you're totally dominant over them, man. And that's how we're gonna be over these other nations. Because isn't Esau like that on us right now? He's got his foot totally on our neck.
Yeah, he do that in the police system.
Yeah,
The only whenever he arrests you, what he does, he put his knee on
put
you,
his
man.
he
You
get
know,
down on you, man.
yeah, he get down on you, establishing
Put
what
his
that
elbow and
dominance,
shit.
Yeah, man.
establishing that dominance that he believed that he has, man. All right, but that's only for a moment. You have it all.
It says, and Joshua said unto them, oh, I'm gonna read in the latter part. It says, and they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage. For thus shall Yahweh do unto all your enemies against whom ye fight. You see?
Yep.
So we're gonna have our foot in these heathens' necks, all right? Because they are our enemies, you know? They're our enemies. We were sold to our enemies when we got off those slave ships. So who were we sold to? You know? Verse 26. And afterwards Joshua smote them and slew them and hung them on 5 trees, and they were hanging up on the trees until evening. You know, just going into the fact that we're gonna have our foot on the neck of our enemies, man. And ain't gonna be nothing that they can do about it. You know? So we have to take your lick.
Yep. Take your lick, man. Lay on that mat.
Mm-hmm.
It's Isaiah 9:4. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that's talking about this third world war, man. It's going to be with burning and fuel of fire. World War One, World War Two, all right, was a battle of confused noise, man, and garments rolled in blood.
Conventional war.
Yep. But it says 6, Isaiah 9:6, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor. Osalakia shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David. So yeah, we're gonna reign with Yahweh Shai forever, man. All right, the scriptures tell you. I think it's in Daniel. It says the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. All right. So that 1,000 year period is a period of order and cleansing, man. Of to where we lay that rod of iron on the backs of these heathens, specifically Esau, Edom. All right, and they build up Jerusalem again, man. All right, because Jerusalem pertaining to Ezekiel 38, all right, is going to be brought back from the sword. It's going to be nuked, man. All right, and rightfully so. Look at what's going on in Tel Aviv, man. All right, they're calling it the alphabet capital of the world, man.
Yep.
You think the Most High is pleased with that, Esau? You think the Most High is pleased with your filthy, ludicrous actions, man? You think you're not going to have to pay for that? According to our law, you will. But it says, the latter end, of the increase of the government and peace there should be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. And where there's justice, you have to have justices or judges. They have so-called Supreme Court justices in this society, but look how they're dealing, man. Look at the decrees that they're ordering down. So the Lord is going to restore the earth to his righteous order. The earth is going to return as Eden again, man. But guess who's going to be ruling? You're looking at them, Lord willing, man. You're looking at the governors, the top so-called
Hierarchy.
the hierarchy, the water, brother, of the kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lord willing, we remain unto the end, and we're of that number, man. Because
Right.
if we're of that number, man, there's no greater thing, all right, that we can obtain in this society, man, than to be a part of the hopeful elect, all right? The 144,000 kings, judges, rulers
It's
up
100.
under Yahushua. You got it, brother.
It's 100.
All right, this is Revelations 2:25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come, which is this truth. We holding fast to this truth. All right, we holding fast to the promises, which is what having a heathen underneath our foot, man. All right, and ruling with that royal scepter, man. All right, to bash upon his head. And it says, and he shall over, and it says, he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and the vessels of the potter shall be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. So we're gonna, when we rule over these nations, we're gonna break them to shivers, man. We're gonna break them to pieces, man. All right. Again, our heart shall what? Meditate terrors. All right.
Yep.
Let's
I
have
think it tells you in Micah, 4th chapter, the swords and the plowshares.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, God. And Joel,
Joel,
Joel, the 3rd chapter too.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna get your children sold to the Sabians, right? You're gonna watch your family, struggle to make ends meet. You're gonna be the new niggas in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You know, your wives are gonna be like, man, I want an Israelite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the scripture says that the wife shall not lament after them, you know, in the kingdom. All right, so your wife's not even gonna be crying over you, man, because all the wickedness that you've done, man. All right.
I got a quick one. This Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, Salaki, I'm going to start at 10. Genesis 49 and 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. And that's talking about Yahushua, man. All right, Yahushua is evidently that our Lord sprang out from the tribe of Judah. And that scepter is a ruling instrument, man. All right, so that scepter is not going to depart from Yahushua, man. All right, that's what Shalom means, peace. Is not Yahushua identified as the Prince of Peace. All right, wonderful counselor. All right, so once we get the kingdom is ours, but we just working for it right now. And it's going to be worth the wait, man, once we get it. Got anything up?
I got one more.
You got it, and you can take something.
All right. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Yep.
And they that spoiled thee shall be spoiled, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, so hey, man, self-explanatory, man. All the things that are happening to us presently is gonna happen to you and the other nations, man. Esau, Edom, you're gonna get it the worst, all right, out of all the nations. But the other nations are gonna get it bad too, man. All right.
And it just goes to show you that the Lord is not all love.
Yeah.
It sounds like a bunch of payback in the near future.
Yep. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can take us on.
All right. With that, Lord willing, this video was edifying to whoever may be watching. All right. We give all honor and all glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that's doing his work in truth and sincerity. Until next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Bagabal.
Baba Bab.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Right.
Until next time.
Shalom.